program. Want to thank Zena Barrett and Michelle Darby, but I'm going to let Lori Baker introduce this. What up, Lori?
Good afternoon, fellow Kiwanis. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing two former colleagues from Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, which of course is headquartered here in Roanoke City. Following the precedence of last week's introduction, I'll start with a personal note. I joined the Goodwill family in May 2019 as Vice President of Human Resources and left in April of this year, having served as the Chief Advancement Officer. During that time, I had the opportunity to work with my Goodwill colleagues through numerous opportunities and challenges of pandemic and onboarding of the new CEO. With that change of leadership last year, Goodwill undertook a very detailed strategic planning process, which is moving the organization into a new future and deepening impact in the communities in which Goodwill operates. Here to tell you more about the plan and what it means to this area are Zena Barrett, who serves as Goodwill's Vice President of Business and Community Engagement. Zena has been with Goodwill for 7 years and works with businesses and community organizations, focusing on industry-specific as an advisor, Zena Barrett. Joining Zena, we have Michelle Darby, Vice President of Marketing and Communications at Goodwill. Michelle and her team develop and maintain marketing, communications, and public relations strategies, in addition to heightening awareness of Goodwill's commitment, services, and impact on the areas it serves. Michelle was born and raised in the Roanoke Valley and has been with Goodwill for just over a year. I should also add that Michelle is too a 2022 graduate of Leadership Roanoke Valley. So with that, I'll turn it over to Zena and Michelle to tell you more about what's happening at Goodwill.
Lori, thank you for the introductions. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Zena.
On behalf of Goodwill Industries of the Valleys, wanted to say thank you for having us today. Thank you for the opportunity for us to present. And we are excited for the opportunity to share our Inspire 2026 plan with you all. So as Lori mentioned, my name is Zena Barrett, and I am the Vice President of Business and Community Engagement. I am joined here with my colleague, Michelle Darby, who is the Vice President of Marketing and Communication. So again, today we are really excited to tell you a little bit about how we've embarked on a reimagined future. We want to provide you with an overview of our strategic direction, where we're going, which is called Inspire 2026, as well as the impact that we are making in the community. So before we talk about where we are headed, we wanted to talk a little bit about where we've been. Can you go to the next slide? So in 2021, Goodwill Industries of the Valley celebrated our 90th anniversary. 9 years of serving communities, families, and individuals, but the last year have been during a pandemic. We've learned so much. We've learned how to deliver services in a hybrid model. So for several programs that we have, we've continued to offer those services as a virtual option. The benefits of proven relationships. So throughout the past 2 years, we truly reaped the benefits of community partners and partnerships, like many of you all in the room. We've learned how to work in a hybrid model, the benefits of an agile workforce. Whether they were keen or reluctant, our team members proved to be connected to our mission, and they never missed a beat. And that is key. The fact that our team members never missed a beat, so much so, it turned out to be a very productive 2021. In 2021, we served over 38,000 individuals through our various job training programs and foundational services. We have over 2,900 credentials were earned by individuals. That is 2,900 industry recognized credentials that help individuals go back to work. We've placed 650 individuals replacing competitive employment in a variety of industries. And then in 2021, we made a concerted effort to deepen connections throughout our service area. We participated in 14 events in our service area, along with attending many community engagement events as well. In 2021 and this year, we've collaborated with the Kiwanis Club of Roanoke, as well as other community organizations, to host the Community Fun Day and Job Fair. It was a great opportunity to engage with the community and families. We had fun. In March of last year, we welcomed our new CEO, Richmond Vincent. Richmond is well established within the Goodwill movement. Prior to joining us, he was the CEO of Goodwill of South Mississippi, headquartered in Gulfport, and had previously served as a member of the executive team of Goodwill of Central and Northern Arizona and Phoenix for over 6 years. During this leadership transition, we felt it was really important for us to focus on the future by looking at our history. At the 90-year mark, we decided to go back to our roots and truly re-examine the why behind what we do in the community. Our founder, Edgar J. Helms, began Goodwill with the vision, not a charity, but a chance. He believed in giving people the opportunity to work a path to both financial and personal independence. Such independence was key in combating poverty by providing a handout, not a handout. And so using this rich history as a cornerstone, we began to explore a series of questions. How can Goodwill Industries of the Valleys make a difference in the next 90 years? What role do we want to play? How can we make an even greater impact on the communities, families, and individuals? And so to answer those questions, we really embarked on a rigorous planning period spanning more than 6 months and resulted in a robust 5-year strategic plan, which is before you on the table. It's an executive summary. In August, the results of the internal and external surveys were reviewed by the executive team, board members, community partners throughout our territory. And those present provided feedback on our new vision, mission, and purpose statement and began to draft high-level strategic goals. The vision statement stakeholders were inspired by the most was the same vision our founder, Edgar Helms, was inspired by when he first started Goodwill in Boston in 1902, to eliminate poverty. Yes, defining our why, we went right back to our roots. While we know we cannot accomplish this single-handedly, nor necessarily in our lifetime, we believe our work, all our efforts should be directed towards decreasing poverty among those we serve and employ. Supporting this mission, the revamped mission statement conveys 3 powerful statements, and they are empowering individuals, strengthening families, and inspiring communities. Our vision to eliminate poverty is supported by data within our entire territory. Over 215,000 individuals in the Goodwill Industries of the Valley service area live in poverty. Specific populations such as minorities, Hispanic, Latino families, working individuals with disability, and single mothers are also experiencing very high poverty rate. Several communities and cities in our service area have poverty rates well above And our very own employees live in these areas. And so clearly, poverty is a very pervasive issue throughout our footprint and one that we are compelled to address. Goodwill team members also weighed in on initial surveys and provided input. Our Goodwill indicated that they valued a company committed to community engagement, excellence, diversity, and learning, and while also providing opportunity for growth and development. These traits also arose in our external surveys. And as we began to define our strategic priorities over the next few months, we knew we had to ensure the internal and external shifts were also aligned. So let's take a look at our plan. I will turn it over to Michelle Darby, who will give you an overview of our plan.
Thank you guys so much, and thank you, Lori, for the introduction. Thank you, Zena. So moving on, let's talk a little about our vision to eliminate poverty. Our vision to eliminate poverty in Virginia is what fuels us. As you will see, all 4 of our strategic goals align our resources to meet community needs. They focus on the areas of operational strengthening, people strengthening, greater community impact, and improved collaboration. Recognizing that we can only, recognizing we can only address higher level needs when basic ones are fulfilled, we decided an investment in operations is key. The 3 primary objectives in this goal include strengthening our infrastructure, strengthening internal processes, and developing a self-funding model to sustain mission impact. For this goal, as with each of the others, we identified key performance indicators or measurements for success. One such infrastructure goal is to upgrade our technology. Also, the goal to become more self-funded allows us to make better, more customized service decisions for the residents of our expansive territory. These measures, as well as a full plan, are available on our website. At the heart of our new strategic plan are our team members. They are the very individuals that we aim to empower, part of the families that we aim to strengthen, and members of the communities that we want to inspire. That's Natalie. She sits at our front desk too. You might recognize her if you've ever been to our office. We recognize the need to improve the financial health and stability of our own team members, particularly those in our stores and in our business service areas. We will also work to provide better benefits at a lower cost, invest in the development of our team members, and provide coaches and support to help them overcome obstacles and advance within Goodwill. And finally, we are taking steps to move all of our team members to a living wage or greater. So while the first 2 goals are more internally focused, the last 2 are externally focused. Data tells us individuals thrive when the entire family thrives. And Goodwill is implementing a multi-generational service delivery model to help everyone from expectant mothers to older workers. This does not mean that we will deliver every service, but we will concern ourselves with everyone within a family system so that we can connect them with the resources necessary for each person's success. And in addition, we must meet the needs of our businesses by providing job skills and training for those in-demand occupations in our service area. Like Good Care, our health care training program. Good Care provides a talent pipeline for one of the top 5 fastest growing occupations in the region. In fact, through 2023, healthcare employers will make up 30% of the top 10 fastest growing industries in our service area. Our business services division also provides job training and employment opportunities. Business services is the B2B segment of Goodwill, providing outsourcing options for local manufacturing and light industrial business, another key industry in our territory. Our business services division also features a custodial and floor care division supplying on-site cleaning services for businesses. And through these services, we are able to train and match individuals, many with barriers to employment, with jobs where they will be successful. And this approach is good for economic development and for those we serve. We heard from many of our communities the need for more high-impact youth services, and we will strive to increase the number of youth we serve and the impact of those services. Right here in the Roanoke region, we employ over 398 employees and have 11 stores and donation centers. We offer job training and preparation services. We serve adults in programs such as Good Care, our healthcare training program for nursing, ranging from a CNA all the way to an RN. Good Start reentry services for returning citizens. Our Senior Community Service Employment Program, or CSAP, provides jobs and job training for adults 55 and up. And through career development and life-enhancing services, we deliver an array of other employment and foundational services for adults. We also offer a range of youth programs, including STEM, Project Search through Floridian Clinic, Youth Build, and summer employment programs. Our youth headquarters in Roanoke offers year-round programming for Roanoke area middle and high school students and is ripe with potential for expansion. And in fact, expansion is the name of the game when it comes to youth programming. It is our goal to partner with providers throughout our territory to address the needs of young people and to break the cycle of generational poverty. And the impact of all the programs and services will be measured by a new family and health sufficiency rating we created. And this rating includes weighted measurements for factors such as housing, food security, safe and affordable childcare, and transportation, as well as the more typical measurements of average wage, percentage of job placements, and career advancement. And finally, as mentioned before, we will also work to make sure our own team members have economic security as well. Currently, Goodwill team members in entry-level positions, such as retail, production, and custodial, start off at more than 18% above the minimum wage in the state of Virginia. And we plan to maintain that trend to ensure that our own employees earn a suitable and living and progressive wage. And now our last goal. A consistent theme in the feedback we received from stakeholders was the need for us to deepen our engagement in the areas we serve, and the desire for Goodwill to develop strategic relationships and build resource capacity. Most importantly, to listen and gather information on emerging needs, interests, and priorities of community members, as well as business and community leaders throughout our territory. And going forward, we will actively seek activities and opportunities to collaborate with stakeholders who are aligned with our vision. And we will be intentional in those communities that need a convener in order to deliver coordinated services. Our objective is to lead that coordinated service delivery model in at least one community of need in the next 5 years in a targeted, measurable effort to move the poverty needle. All of which takes us full circle back to our vision, eliminating and certainly reducing the poverty rate in our service delivery area. And to tie it all together, what does our new plan mean for the communities we serve? It means collaboration, deeply engaging with communities and addressing issues that impact poverty. It means leveraging resources and expanding opportunities for our team members and those we serve. And to end, the overarching theme is delivering the right resources to fill the service gaps and increase opportunity for access for all. So that's the plan. But before we end, we decided our fresh approach and renewed focus needed to be visible. I am in marketing after all. I have to talk about marketing, right? So if you haven't already, we invite you to log on to our new website, goodwillvalleys.com, where you will see all of this information and more. And our new way forward needed a fresh look, which is reflected in the images on the website and in current advertising. And you will begin to see these beautiful images shown here of our very own employees like Natalie, shoppers and supporters in our stores and training centers as well. And to end, we think this video will sum up who we are and where we're headed. Maybe. It's okay. If not, it is on our website, I promise. Okay. Go visit our website. If you go to goodwillvalleys.com/inspire, it is at the bottom of the page. And I highly recommend it. Access, if you're familiar with Access Advertising, they helped us put it together. So I highly recommend you check it out. So again, thank you guys so much for having us today. We look forward to partnering with you over the months and years to come. We are inspired by all the opportunities to make a difference in the communities we serve, and we certainly hope you are too. And before we close, we want to ask for your help. We ask that you donate and donate and donate. Go clean out those closets, go clean out those garages, go clean out those attics, because that's truly the fuel that serves Goodwill's mission and helps our community. We ask that you shop and visit our locations. As we mentioned, we have 11 right here in the Roanoke Valley, but we are in 35 counties and 11 cities, so we are 14 cities. So we encourage you to go visit a Goodwill here or far from you. And lastly, we ask that you help get the word out. Please help us get the word out in the community about Goodwill's vision, our inspiration, our goal and mission of eliminating poverty. We cannot do it unless we do it together. And lastly, we appreciate your time and attention, and we are happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Comment and a question. The donation center at Lakeside is perfect. I spent a lot of time there this past winter, bringing things in, and you could not beat the staff there.
Oh, we love that. Thank you
Good
so
job.
much. They're a great team.
Question, what were the other organizations that you merged with in 2020, in 2000?
So there was, and that was before I got here, we were Goodwill in the Roanoke area, then we merged with New River Valley.
Yes.
And then we merged with Southside, which is Danville, Alta Vista, Chatham.
Yes.
Yes.
You said in 2020?
No, I'm sorry.
2000.
2000, some of it.
Oh, so we
Yeah.
merged with two other agencies. So one was ARC, and then there was an organization in NRV that made up Goodwill Industries of the Valleys.
And then Danville was in the last.
That was in 2020 or 2019.
2019.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
So when I donate, either out of the garage or out of the closet, what does that do for your organization? Give me what happens?
Sure. Thanks for the question. Give me a second. Okay. So I always equate it to being like, was it Rapunzel who spun, hair into gold or straw into gold or whatever it was. So what we'll do is when you bring in your donations to us in the back room, you probably met some of our donation staff. So they will take the products in, they sort them. They are then priced. We have a pricing standard for textiles, for housewares, those types of things, and then they are put onto the floor. 89 cents of every dollar raised goes back into our training programs and back into job placement and skills training and offering support services to those who may have barriers to employment. We also have day support services. So we take all of that money raised and it goes back into what we refer to as mission programming, which is again, the youth programming, all of those things that I mentioned before. It's a pretty short walk.
Which in turn goes back into the community.
Correct.
Are there things that you need and are there things that you won't take?
So the answer is, I'm going to answer the last part first. Absolutely.
Sorry,
Of course. I'm sorry. Yes. So are there things that we need and things that we won't take? And that's an excellent question. I'm going to start with the last one first. There is a lengthy list of things that we cannot take simply because we can't take certain televisions and things like that. We can't take, we're just mattresses, things like that are against the law for us to take. We cannot take, and we do actually a lot of times we'll receive many things, and if we can't take them, we'll dispose of them. We take them to the landfill or recycle them. Things that we can always use, we sell lots of textiles. Home goods are always great. If you have, anything around your house that you don't use anymore, housewares or anything along those lines, those are always in high demand. We do sell a lot of books and a lot of media, but really those housewares and that textiles, those types of things are really always welcomed. We do have a listing on our website of those things that we are unable to take. It's also posted on the outside of every one of our donation centers. But if you bring it to us, we'll find a way to put it to use.
Yeah, I was involved with an organization for Voice of Blue Ridge. Later, it changed to New Vision. And I believe it's been merged with the organization. And I wonder if you would misunderstand.
Sure. So he's asking about New Vision. And so, yes, we have New Vision and David Ward. So he'll do, he does podcasts. We also produce a large grant calendar every year. I do believe we used to host the Dinner in the Dark, and this year it was hosted by 5 Points Music Sanctuary. But yes, New Vision is a part of our organization.
We provide assistive technology.
Yes, so we provide assistive technology.
Any other questions?
Y'all are good. Our other groups never ask us anything. This is great.
Do you
11 locations. Is that what you said?
In the Roanoke area.
For each one of those locations, their own business, you have 11 separate businesses.
No, they are all part of Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. We have 41 total. 41 total retail and donation centers, and they are all part of Goodwill Industries of the Valleys. So they're all part of our group.
How much did you spend on new material? In any one?
On new goods, oh goodness, I don't know that answer.
We,
off the top of my
we,
head.
we do not work in the retail segment, but we
Yeah.
were happy to take questions to our colleagues in the retail and follow with that answer.
It is relatively, I can't say it's relatively low, I can't give a dollar value, we are happy to get that forward that to you. We have a few new things in our locations, but as a rule, it is all donated goods. There's a few new things up towards the front maybe. I know we have shopping bags that are Goodwill branded because like in Roanoke, you have the bag tax, and so we have bags and things like that, but we don't really carry new goods as a rule. Occasionally we'll get things donated to us that will look new, like Walmart sometimes will donate stuff to us, or sometimes the Dollar Generals will donate stuff to us. So it looks like it's new packaging, but we don't sell it as new. We still treat it as donated. Thank you so much.
So we do, as a club, we give a speaker honorarium for our speakers today. And these lovely ladies have actually donated the Kiwanis Foundation of Roanoke for our nature park. So this so I cut Brad short because we were on time. I think we have a few minutes. Sherry, did you have a Sherry.
Just a quick couple of two brags. One is that my husband and I would like to donate $50 to the Kiwanis Foundation, not just because we had a 50th birthday, or a couple of decades past that, but because tomorrow is our 49th wedding anniversary. Celebrating with you all. And then just the second brag is just to reinforce Dr. Learman's invitation to make a commitment to civil discourse. Look it up. This is really worth reading, the editorial that's in the paper. And join David and I in signing the pledge to do better in engaging in civil discourse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Really quickly, you guys put up with my music every week, but you don't hear me play much of something called bluegrass. Well, if you enjoy bluegrass this Sunday, 2:30 in the afternoon, come to South Roanoke, right at this church. You can bring a picnic, bring a lawn chair, a blanket. It's outside. Don't need to bring that coat. It's one of the best bands around. Blue Mule is going to be doing a free program. So just wanted to make sure you look at it. If you like bluegrass, do come. 2:37. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any other braggers in the house? Next week, you guys enjoy the holiday. And again, we won't be here. And thank you again for this lovely program. Thank you, Goodwill, for being here. Jamie, thank you again for your autobiography. That was really touching and moving. And on that note, we are adjourned.
Thank you so much.